Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Yeah!
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet. If we want to grab as much of the... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seemed to... But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this...
Then let's...
We shall.
Ready, go? Faster! Be safe.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, girl.
You finished?
Enough.
Ah, that might eat. Hey, feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man.
It does, doesn't
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what... Honest. Those shoulders of yours start hardly ever see around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a...
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sent.
I know I can count on you, Gap.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need, and I'll keep safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's it. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn.
You go on ahead.
Oh, after Blackthorn.
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Yeah. Cheers for the...
We should go... it beats...
I'll make a start on putting this. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other...
Thank you, Black.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Crack the crystal too. It hasn't been a usual sort.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, for this, will be
salvage from the ruins.
but we don't...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size What's the name back there, will give you all these?
What's her name?
Oh, Sid. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient. In other words, the reactor would overheat, and this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a... Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to... And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to... Why? If sea or rainwater were to...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use... Where would I find...
Yes. The thing is, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head...
What about the curse? Can't you use a crystal? Instead.
This is no time to ride. Ambrosia won't help me here. Not here. Ambrosia won't help me here. Not here. This is no time to ride. Ambrosia won't help me here. Thanks, girl.
Oh, the ruins?
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our run one.
Farewell.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well, don't...
All right.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And
Right.
how so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But though, which is why a prism for the dragon's breath that's... I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more, I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of obscure, I know who's count.
Tomes, I've got all the details. Can you take this to it?
Right away.
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, could you take a look? She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside, as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know...
Perhaps it is not a...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it.
So if we could
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply, I shall speak to them. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past may yet prove useful.
Thank you, Hop. And since you're...
So you need a...
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if...
Thank you.
I am sure Either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then,
I have taken the...
white chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects, that so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence moon dews having fallen. Now, of course, they can be obtained with the...
Is that... I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will. You too, Tut. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the glass game is flat. Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have...
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes that?
I'm sure everything we need. Why don't we split up and...
All right.
How about you look? I'll find the other things.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them before...
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking.
How the hell is anyone supposed...
Oi, don't touch anything. If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find...
I did.
garlic and... Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself? Or...
There was, yes. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I need to give these... I'll see you at the...
Take care.
I will.
Wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the ship?
Well, I was just explaining to Taya, and now that we...
You can count on me.
What about the ship?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bart.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill.
Of course.
Oh, and thank you.
It appears our work... A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely followed by a rigorous Perhaps someone ought to warn young...
Leave it to... Thank you. Well, I better go and give me the good news then.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but you'll be pleased to know that,
You found something
in a manner of speaking, Hippocrates is supervising the construction and testing.
brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then. Better start working out to the black.
You know, when I got into this, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same different. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive. Blackthorn. That's one down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I the Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in camp.
Good luck. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in,
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst, and every scrap of soil in the that's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things... I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up.
All right.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive, Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one...
She said that?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing she'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes helped you with?
Obelus.
Yep. You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her... But anyway, I was on my way up to see you. Got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post...
Thank you,
Don't mean...
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in camp, well...
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built it. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharp. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count, just be sure.
Oh, she's got some things to take.
I hope she... Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Tyre.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Run like the wind. This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. Straight home now. You're finished. Come on. Yeah. So what do you think? How nice. They have a hideaway of their own.
My turn!
We've done the Republic a service.
Ready, go?
I see the Dalnecs lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. This might take a while. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Boklab Market.
It's to the north.
We just need to hug the coast.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing. That'll do, girl.
Auckland.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
wonders from across the water. Come one, come all, feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
I'll take the large one.
Ah, Good.
Clive,
Slow down.
we cannot ride the caravan. It was in me ear.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, to get the pass...
I know where. No one knows more about...
Where do we find...
She's the owner of the crim...
No time like...
You two, I'm gonna check the rest.
All right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Peaches and pears. Out of my sight, wretch.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential, and with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity.
So the children are stealing passes?
Yes, passes are inscribed with the names of their owners. And yet, none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the...
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the... And the same someone Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Will you stand? You want to get your... And we want to catch whoever's behind it all. And...
Is there any other way?
They won't let you in if you're not with the but the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that, like...
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope.
All right.
Thank you.
Clive.
A pleasure doing... The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. I suggest that you speak with him.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
The caravan stops next to the check.
Are you the
looking for some... I know
She told me you were leading the hunt for the...
For one, that they're targeting the harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imp...
Their eyes must have lit up.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children in...
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Can I interest you?
She's asked me to help.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders, street urchins, by the...
Orphans from...
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity.
A shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then.
It's worth a trip.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Excuse me.
Can't stop.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything...
Anything you grown-ups have, so guess what?
Sorry.
I'll take
Finest everywhere from the Free City!
Do you...
What do you...
What I want?
I don't know. What's picking pockets?
No, so if they come call...
What do you want?
It's all right. We've heard. We need to know...
I don't know much about it. He said he got it...
Sounds
We need to...
Do you know? He's usually...
Thank you.
Let me carry your goods. Porter for hire.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
That's that, then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
There are no crystals here. We have to...
That he wouldn't have noticed. Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pot. Could use one of those things to get out of it.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up.
Would they now?
Shit! What do we do?
You two get caught.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hot Jill. You watched the...
All right.
He can't have gone far. Hey. Find him before his employers do. Did you see... Thank you.
Shit.
It's all right. I just want...
Fine.
I'm looking for the people who were...
Call themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good. I knew they were bad, but it didn't come at all half the time. Before I started, you know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent...
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. Whatever you do to me, not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their...
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? Theodore, at your service.
Theodore.
Vultures. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with Gil and bullying those. I'd been looking into their activities and hope. But it seems they've already... Hansa's a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to... Then we all want...
I'm sorry.
Oh.
So?
What else? You get your...
All right, then.
All right. Hansa, where...
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come... I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down.
We'll try it this time. To Laney's Cleft, then.
Laney's Cleft is... south past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my friends.
Daddy.
Not here. Come on.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track. Good girl. Run like the wind.
We got company. That's the lot.
soldiers.
Few. Now.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Aye. Especially the little one.
Scum.
The lead isn't...
They don't deserve...
I wasn't planning on...
We're ready when you...
Oh, I'm...
Fuck! It's that guard from Bockland! Kill him! Kill them all!
It's over!
Gold chains, ring...
Of the names?
Not yet. Now I just need to sort...
We should go and give Eloise...
Of course. Oh, and...
We'll be glad.
Ah, Clive.
Quite the op.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling... I only hope yours. Speaking of whom...
You are too... Here, Clive. Goods.
I will. Thank you.
Elle, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your...
Of course. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. Would it now? Don't look.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, for a small fee, we be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking, and who better to join, wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose... So what would you say?
It would be...
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones.
I shall bear it with...
Well, all that remains, Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to...
We'll... Right then.
Let's get this back to... Boots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. Farewell.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no...
Come on, come on!
The caravan stops next to the
Juicy
check.
pears! Snake your
What I really want to be is a...
Here you are, good.
Me pass? Oh, thank you so much. I'll have to say...
So should you. You and your friends don't have to steal it.
We do, and we already have. Ms. L's given us a job shifting the chocobos. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got. And Goots.
That's all right.
You said you're trained to be... Well, I'm going to be your first customer.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.